Hey guys, what's up? How you doing? This is Art. Doing okay. Oh dang it. Eye drops. Okay. Hopefully you guys are having a really great week and hopefully everything's going good. I've been kind of weirded out recently. I'm taking a little small break from working right now to do this because I had to get this off my chest. These things are not very easy for me to talk about. What happened was recently one of my coworkers and a good friend of mine just passed away from a heart attack. Last time I actually heard his voice was last week. He was seemed to be in great spirits. Everything seemed to be going great. A little backstory on him. Ugh, sorry, a little backstory. Military veteran. Spent over 20 years in the military. Retired on the military. He was in Afghanistan for a while, doing some whacked out stuff over there. Didn't really want to talk. Some things he did talk about, and some things he didn't really want to talk about. um, he was depressed a lot because of the fact that he was a career military man. If he wasn't banged up, he'll still be serving right now today. He has four kids actually. One kid's in college. Well, one kid just joined the military. The second kid just is in his second year of college. One's in high school, and the other one is like 4, 7, 8 years old down south. Out of all that, he was a really great guy. We talked a lot. Met his family. His family and I we conversated a lot. They liked me a lot. And it was kind of weird because it's totally a different scenario. Last couple months, he always complained about chest pains. He was having some chest pain. Now, before I go any further, he was a smoker. True, depending upon how you look at it, smoking can cause heart attacks. And there's some situations where people were smoking for long periods of time and never have any heart problems whatsoever or cancer. It happens. But he was been complaining about heart pains before, and I was like, dude, you should get that checked out. No, I'm fine. You gotta always. I said, maybe you should cut down on the cigarettes. Stop smoking for a while. Oh, you get, and his reply was, well, everybody dies of something. And I'm like, okay, all right. You can't force people to do stuff. You can suggest people to do stuff, but you can't force it. And the problem is that it's his life, which is correct. It is his life. He didn't sleep much because of sleep apnea. Sometimes he falls asleep at the wheel driving back and forth from work because it's like 2.5 hour drive. I remember it was this past weekend. I was like doing my own thing, talking, trying to set something up with the mechanic that was trying to work on my car. He got the car working, but there's some other problems, but he can't deal with it with the equipment he has. So I've been trying to work out a time because he had no power half the week and he had some family issues he had to deal with. So I'm trying to set up a time so we can get there and take care of that. Get there, pay him, take my car back. Then Sunday, one of my coworkers said, "Hey, have you ever heard what happened to this guy? Did you hear what happened to him?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Check his Facebook page. So I checked his Facebook page. And the funny thing is, before I checked, I said, "Oh my God, don't tell me the guy in a car accident. Did he buy another motorcycle and get in another motorcycle accident? What happened?" And then when I looked at his page, everybody was saying, "Rest in peace, rest in peace, rest in peace." And it's shocking. You're like, what the hell? what? What? It's just shocking because you're like, what happened here? What the? Something's wrong. What? It's just boom, drop. It's like mic drop, boom, done. And so I said, okay, okay, well, okay. So did I cry? No. Did I feel sad? I felt a little sad, but I was still how I am right now. How you see me, this is how I was. Monday morning, we had a staff meeting, dreaded phone call. Officially, they announced his passing away. And the fun thing is that they did the funeral arrangements very quickly. The funeral arrangements was last night, actually. So it was like, whoa. Because normally it takes at least about almost a week, but no, that thing was fast. So I don't know what happened, but supposedly he was on a boating trip and he had a heart attack on the boat and passed away. It's sad and it's sad, but a lot of people were crying. I could hear we're doing a Zoom meeting. Like if I'm if we was meeting and I'm talking to you, this is how it was, and people were just like crying. I was like, Art, are you okay? You was close to him. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. You're not crying. No, I'm not. Things hit me a totally different way than everybody else. Oh my God, you're such a monster. I can't help but cry. But the funny thing is I look up and it's like, you know what? People come into your life for a certain reason. When my ex died, I was sad for a day and then I was fine because my ex did a lot of shit. It's funny, out of all the shit that she caused me, I couldn't be like, I'm so sad I'm going to cry kind of shit. I'm like, finally, she got her. I mean, it's bad for me to say this kind of stuff, but I'm like, okay, fine. Her sister and her friends are calling me, oh my God, they're crying, they're bawling their eyes out. I'm like, okay, fine. How come you're not crying? I'm like, I said, you know what kind of shit? I said, do you know what kind of shit that she did to me? Well, there's still no excuse. I'm like, sorry. We all grieve in our different ways. I mean, to this day, when I talk about her, it's a little bit of anger issues. But it's one of those kind of things. I don't cry. When my grandparent, I went to three of my grandparents' funerals, didn't cry at all. Everybody else was crying, and I wasn't, and people were looking at me like I was strange. And the fun thing is, my dad wasn't really shedding. My dad was sad, but he wasn't shedding a tear either. So it was kind of everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are just heartless. You guys are heartless." I'm like, I look at things like this. People come into your life for a reason. Look at the gifts that they gave you. Whether they helped you out, whether they helped you out with a problem, help us, help your mental state, with talking to you, you know, spending time with you. People like that, that's what you appreciate what they brought to your life. Even if they brought you strife and misery, appreciate that because that helps build who you are. Now, would I ever shed a tear for my friend? Maybe. I don't know. Doubt it. But I feel sad? Yeah, I feel remorseful. Yeah, I do. But I don't cry. And maybe that's some. Is there something wrong with me because I don't cry? I don't know. But anyway, that's what's been going on, and I hope you're doing okay. Hope you guys are doing okay. And I'll end this video and get back to work, and hopefully you guys will have a really pleasant day. His family is fine. Okay, to tell you the truth, his family's fine. They got his military pension. I mean, the only thing that sucks is that they won't be there to see him grow old, and he won't see them grow up. But his kids are very well taken care of. So that's good. That was the most important thing I was thinking. I was like, okay, so that's good. So with that being said, thank you very much for listening. If you like this content, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Like, comment, subscribe, share me with your friends, enemies, and co-workers, or whatever you want to share it with. You know, if you experience this kind of story, and if you experience this in your life and you felt kind of like the same way I did, let me know down below. Let me know. Just let me know what you think. All right. Talk to you guys later. All right.